Well, a couple of days ago, I had put out a video about giving up my disability check. And a lot of you left some really nice comments, and some of you called me every name in the book. Why was I even on disability in the first place? Well, good questions. I guess you just see the words and you assume somebody's trying to beat the system, suck off the government's nipple. They're not disabled. They just want free money. Yep, heard all of them. Well, let's get into some of this. I started doing YouTube full-time, I would say. When I mean full-time, I mean making a lot of videos. I started doing this, I don't know, let's see, September of 21. If you could see those videos, which I still have, but I don't have them on my channel, and they're on my channel, I just made them unlisted. Didn't I tell you? But what you would see is a big old round dude, okay? Big round dude that waddled, okay? When you're big and round, you don't walk, you waddle. And that's how I walked, I waddled. Because I was obese, very obese. One of the reasons I was disabled. Now, countless MRIs, countless x-rays, many other tests revealed I had other issues than obesity. This is true. I still have those issues to this day. None of them issues got anything to do with my mouth. I can still get on, make a video, and talk. On the videos before, when I was doing DIY homesteading things, I would do projects. I would build stuff out of wood. I mean, how much does a 2x4 weigh, really? Okay, picking up a 2x4 doesn't make you non-disabled anymore. It doesn't, Telly, it just doesn't. But I am a man, and a man does stupid things. A man does things he shouldn't do because of one of his conditions. And I did that all the time. I would do things, I would push the limits of what my body can handle at the time. Like getting up on, putting that deck on, getting down on the floor was almost an impossibility for me, but somehow I pushed my way through it. It took me 5 days to film this. 5 days. It took me 5 days to put 30 boards down. Yeah, because I was super obese. And when you're super obese, whatever issues you have, whether it be your knees, your back, your hips, well, being obese makes it 10 times worse. And what happens in America today with a lot of older people just getting into their 40s, they start putting on this weight, which adds to these issues in their joints. I was one of those, okay? You find that you can no longer do the things you used to do. You start blaming it on your bone structure. You start blaming it on arthritis. You start blaming it on type 2 diabetes. Everything your doctor has told you that you have, these are the things that you start to blame things on. You don't ask how to fix it. You just take the pills that they're shoving down your throat. That will do it, right? No, it doesn't fix you. Okay. Oh, yeah, the donkeys are chiming in. But you will see in my, if you could see my older videos, and those of you that have been on my channels a while, you've witnessed me do these changes over the last 2 years. I drank alcohol, also contributed to the obesity, also contributed to a lot of the issues I had. Now, when I first started doing my YouTube channel, I would go to some of these YouTube meetups. Okay, there would be, I don't know, 40, 50 people. A lot of these people were my age, in my age group, or older. And one thing that I noticed looking at these, and the videos are all out there, okay? There's a lot of channels that have these videos. One thing I noticed that those people too were all very obese and all in bad shape. So you would have 40 people with 35 of them sitting around with only the young people working. That got me to thinking hard. Is this what I want? Is this what I want to be in my life? No. I started walking around my property thinking that will help me lose weight. That's going to get me back to where I was 30 years old, and it did not. It didn't do it because I would go right back into that cabin and I'd start cooking the spaghetti dinners. I'd start cooking all the garbage that made me obese. So when you get in this kind of condition, people put into your head, you need to file for disability. People put that in my head for years, and I refused. I said, nah, we'll get through it. But I wasn't getting in any better shape. I was only getting in worse shape. And what begins to happen? You got bad joints, you got a bad back, you're obese, you do less. And when you do less, you get worse. And more things start to happen in your body. Something clicked in me about 18 months ago, and I said, hey man, I can't deal with this. I woke up, it was an actual video I made on a feeling I had, like an impending doom, and I woke up and I said, bullshit. Man, I don't even know how to describe it. I just don't. I've had this feeling today, I wouldn't say anxiety, but like an impending doom. I've never in my entire life, that's why I'm getting on here now to see if maybe any of you guys have ever experienced a day like I have. I can't even describe. It's crazy. I am changing this. I am not going to live out my years being obese, being in pain constantly, because I was in massive pain every single day. I would have chest pains. I would have pains down in my kidneys and organs. I don't even know what they are, but they would hurt. And so I started eating different. I gave up drinking. I started eating different. I quit feeling sorry for myself and saying I'm disabled. I did something about it. Now I've lost almost 119 pounds, I believe. Yeah. All those issues, they may still be there with the joints, with the back, with the feet, but they are nothing like they were. And I can function much better. Now I walk. Okay? This is how I used to walk. You waddle because you're too damn obese to walk a straight line. Your legs, everything about you is too obese to walk normal. And when you don't walk normal anymore, it only wears down your knees, your hips, and everything else. There is no magic cure to weight loss. You have to be disciplined. You have to eat the right foods. And this isn't even about a weight loss video. I am telling you the story of why I'm giving up disability. You think it's because of YouTube, because I'm getting bigger views on my channel. That is partly true. But there's a reason I get more views on my channel. Because the people that have watched me for years have watched me transform myself into a different person. I've made changes. I want to improve this life. I don't want to stay on disability. Okay, disability has become a bad word in our society. Even though you've paid into it all your working life, it's not a retirement solution. Okay, some people are forced, they believe they are forced into taking disability because there's nothing else they can do. Now, I don't do the physical DIY videos anymore. Nothing I have done on my cabin, okay, is beyond my limitation. Well, I did a lot of things that were beyond my limitations, but I somehow managed to get it done. When you live alone, you figure ways out to do things by yourself, and they're not always easy. But people like to put labels on older people and people that have injured themselves. People like to put labels and call you a sponge on society, a leech. That is not always the case. You may need disability the rest of your life. There are just some people, they have issues that are never going to be solved. But one thing everybody can solve is their weight and what they put in their body and the foods they put in their body and the alcohol they put on their body. If you are pulling a disability check every month and you are slobbing down 6 plates of food a day, snacks in between, and you are consuming alcohol, then maybe you better take a look at your life and see that's, you know, if that's not the sole reason you're on disability. I will guarantee you just losing 50 pounds will make a massive difference in your life. And it doesn't just affect you physically, it affects you mentally. You'll start to think clearer. You're just going to be better off. You're going to become a whole nother person. I'm not going to defend a damn thing about filing for disability. I did need it at the time. I don't need it now, so I'm giving it up. You're like, well, they're going to come after you. Well, I got 172,000 witnesses that and these videos to show them. So, hey, here's why I'm giving it up, okay? I don't care. I don't want it. People are going to give you negative feedback no matter what you do. Doesn't matter what you do. They're going to give you some sort of negative feedback. You are the only one in control of your body, you and you alone. And if you can't take control of your body and fix the things or make the things better that are ailing you, nobody else is going to do it. You are the only one that can do it. And I realized that I missed doing the things I did when I was younger. I missed being able to get up out of a chair without having to rock and make groaning noises. I missed all that. And I said, you know what, I'm going to get back. I may not be able to beat aging, but I can damn sure beat obesity. And I still have a little more to go, just a little bit. Now, the thing about losing, like when I've lost weight, yes, I am not going to have a toned 30-year-old body. I still got sags and man boobs, and they're getting smaller. But with weight, small weights, I mean, those are 15 pounds, okay? It's not like somebody's going to be on there, oh, he lifted big weights, he's not disabled. You're only disabled if you claim to be disabled, and I no longer claim to be disabled. But a lot of people are under the belief, the assumption that you have to be in a full body cast before you can even apply for disability. Let me tell you, if you've ever applied for disability, Social Security, they don't care. They don't see you. It doesn't matter what your disability is. They don't ever see you until you go to the doctor who is on their side. Those are the only ones that see you. But yes, they expect you to be in a pretty complete body cast. And when you go to the hearings, they're going to tell you. They have a guy that they hire. And they're going to say, oh, he can do these jobs. Let me tell you the jobs that they said I could do at the time. And at the time, I was in very bad shape. They said I could be an usher in a movie theater. An usher in a movie theater. When's the last time you've had an usher seat you at a movie theater? They also told me I could work in a photo mat booth. Yeah, photo mat booth. I ain't seen one of them since, oh man, got to be the 80s, right? Since digital cameras come out. What was the other job they told me? Oh yeah, a file clerk. Putting things in file cabinets. The Social Security has outdated equipment, outdated standards, and they don't want to give it to you. So when you get it, you're reluctant to give it up. It's insane. I don't want no part of it anymore. I'm done. I will, I got me to fend for. My house is paid for. I can handle it. I'm not defending the thing I do. I just did something about it. Okay, I made my life a little easier. You got to have some decency in you to want to make your life. Why would you not want to make your life better? And that is all I did. And I'm not going to be chastised for it because I made my life better, made my life easier. Yes, I still got all the back issues. Trust me, I feel it every day if I overdo it. I still got 7 issues in my feet with my bones and everything, hammer toe, you name it, in my feet, I have it. Yet I can lose weight and alleviate some of the stress off of my feet, off of my back, off of my knees. And going to those meetups is another reason I don't go to those things, okay? It's sad. It's really sad. And I couldn't go to one today because I would want to be talking to everybody saying, hey, you don't have to live like this, man. You do not have to be obese. You do not have to walk like you're 90 when you're only 60. You don't have to. Take the years you have left and make them your best years. That is the way it's intended. That's how it should be. We should be living our best years in our 60s, 70s, 80s, and maybe if we're lucky, 90s. I think I want to make it to 100. Think YouTube will be around when I'm 100? I don't know, but videos will be around. You can guarantee that. They store all these things we're making. So, see, I still make the groans. Start out small. Get you a few of these things, start building them muscles back up. You don't have to do crazy exercises. I just do these slow curls, okay? This is it. And then I got a weight machine over there. You just do a little bit each day, 15 minutes. I got these laying all over. I come out, I see one, I grab it, do a few curls. I know I'm not going to be Arnold Schwarzenegger at 60 years old, but you know what? It's helping build them muscles back up that used to be fat. And Tilly, you leave my weights alone. She tried to pick one up yesterday. That's all I got, guys. I'm just going to keep doing what I do. Just know, man, hey, and if you got any questions for me, ask. I am no better than anybody. And just because I lost weight and all that and getting off disability, I understand. Trust me, I understand. But if you don't need something, why keep it? And this is a situation where I have no choice. I just can't keep it no more. So there you go. Happy trails.